Hello, folks. Why is that funny? Why does it look so funny there? Is it okay?
I think so.
Okay, great. Our computer screen looks funny, folks, but you are looking marvelous here in the chat, and we're delighted to see you. So Shannon here, if you're new, I'm Shannon.
I'm Matt.
And we're so delighted to be here for an hour of mid-tempo tunes. So here we are with our roomies, as Randy calls us, with our roommates here, our virtual roommates. Hello to Sean, and I like the idea of doing some TikTok hits. Maybe we could become the next TikTok sensation. Sea shanties. Move over sea shanties.
Yes.
Here comes Irish jigs. And hi to Gabrielle in Germany. Hello to Pat and to Tomas in Ireland. I'm surprised to see you tuning in right at the start. This is so exciting. This is not Irish time, and it's also very good. So Jacqueline, welcome in Holland. And Aga, nice to see you in Poland. And hello to Christine and Dominique in France. And hi to Margie in Minneapolis. Libby, greetings in Southwest Texas. Boy, you have it a lot better than we do. It's quite chilly here in Boston. Allison in Rhode Island, probably also cold like we are. Mike, hi, nice to see you in Ohio. And Manuel in Spain. And Mary down the road. And Mike in Portland. Grania, welcome. Wow, there's a bit of snow in County Kerry. How exciting.
Beat,
yeah. Let's see, who else do we got here? We got a lot of friends joining us today. Margaret, hi in Mayo. Welcome to you. And Bob in Wisconsin, welcome to you. Lynn in North Carolina, Garode in Armagh, and Carolyn in New Brunswick, and Eileen and the gang is all here. Larry, welcome, and Art, welcome. I hope you have your amp set to 11 today. Carrie, hi in Florida. Jolie, welcome, and in Amsterdam, welcome to Gradus. Is this your first time joining us? Anyway, you're very welcome. Johnny in LA, and Jaden, always good to have you here. Chris, welcome in Missouri. Dwayne, welcome in Ottawa. Saul, glad you're here. Again, Michigan is well represented. Marina, hello. And Gregor, hello in Germany. Hi, Sean Morris in Manchester. Hi, Tom in Baltimore. Hi, Barney in New York. Hi, Bob and Sue in Brookville. And to Alex in Bedford. We're in Medford, but you're in the real Bedford, I guess, Alex. Yes. And Benjamin, welcome in New York as well. Pilou, bonjour, welcome and nice to see you. Mara in Italy. So we're going to start off today with the southwest wind, which is D-ish. Yes, hi Aaron, I'm so glad you're joining us. How's the hand doing? We are eager to hear of your improvement and so glad that you're able to play, even if you're not playing tons of flute these days. Mary, welcome in Oregon. So we're going to start with the southwest wind. This was a Name Your Tune selection from weeks past. So here we go. Nice and easy. Here we go. I'm so glad that you made it in Oregon. It's good to have you. And Jeff, welcome. Adele, hi in Nova Scotia. Cheryl, hi in North Carolina. And this is your first virtual guided session. You're very welcome here. And we've got Thomas over in Belgium starting off the session with a very strong beer. So that is a wonderful, auspicious way to begin an afternoon of tunes. So, Lori, it's great to see you tuning in too. So we are going to carry on with some polkas. With polkas, yes, we planned some polkas. Trying to rotate some of the favorites from the virtual guided session so that folks have a chance to keep up with all these tunes. There are lots of tunes out there. You don't have to know them all. If you only know just a G, you can play a G and it'll sound good. Benjamin, woohoo, and welcome. Lori, thank you for saying the screen looks good. That's fine. Good. I'm glad. Relieved. Okay, so some polkas. Salmon, Tails Up the River, one of my favorites. Into. That's a goodie too. Into the Church Street Polka. So here we go, guys. Not too fast. Nice celebratory weekend. 1, 2. Good tune. So Katrina, I'm so glad you're joining us. I'm glad to know that there are some dancers out there. Mid-tempo tunes for folks learning some Shanos steps, practicing steps. Love it. And Dave, welcome in Michigan. And Ted, glad to have you joining us in Ottawa. Julie, hi down the road. I'm glad to have so many local folks with us as well. So, Manuel, it is amazing. There are so many tunes and there are so many tune names. And it's true, we do not always remember the names. So doing this session and bringing us all together and coming up with tunes to play that I actually have had to do a little bit of digging and research to learn names of tunes. So this has actually helped me to learn a lot of tune names. The Southwest Wind, which was a Name Your Tune selection from some weeks ago. That was a tune that I've known for years, but I didn't know that was called the Southwest Wind. So it's a pretty name for it too. Hi in Mayo, glad to have you, Jenny, tuning in and playing some tunes with us. So speaking of name your tune selections, let me think here. Some weeks ago, that's right, we did the man of the house and the woman of the house. So we are going to do that in honor of our new woman and new man installed in the White House in the United States of America, a new administration for our country, and a new direction, I hope, for our country. So how wonderful. What a wonderful, loving inauguration, celebration, day of events. We loved tuning in, and we're very excited about all of this. So we're going to play Man of the House, Woman of the House, which were previous Name Your Tune selections. Yes. Woo. Name your hashtag, Name Your Tune selections. Woo. So we're going to play Man of the House, Woman of the House, and then sort of for you, Tomas, we're going to play Farewell to Ireland. I know you want to hear Farewell to Erin, the A one that has many parts and goes down low. We've done that and we'll do it again. But we're going to play the D one, the Farewell to Ireland. That's the D one. I think that one is so pretty. So I'm going to sort of honor your request and do a little bit of a tangent. So Amy in Southern California, so glad that you're here. And Evelyn, glad you're here. And Patricia, well, you've already tuned in. And here we go. Man of the house, woman of the house. So E minor, G. Okay. Did I do the comment? There we go. Okay. Yum day seem good? Here we go. Okay, so a request there for you, Tomas, sort of. Hope you enjoyed. That is really a lovely tune. I need to play it a couple more times around to totally remember all the twists and turns. It's a beaut, though, isn't it? So hello and welcome to Virginia. Glad you're listening in Plainville. Oh, and to my Thai-Irish flute friend. Wonderful that you're here. Yes, yay. ขอบคุณนะคะ ยินดีต้อนรับค่ะ. I'm so excited to have flute friends here today. And Russ, I'm glad that you love a polka. There's lively discussion, lively chat here about polkas, folks.
Polkas are awesome.
Yes. And I can understand as a guitar player, especially at this mid-tempo that we're trying to stick with for this session, I can understand why a polka sometimes feels a little awkward. You don't know what to do. It's like too fast, too slow. And there was some chat here about the great Steve Cooney. Always comes up with the great ideas. And also the other nylon string dude, Jim Murray. Great ideas with them on the polkas. And of course, now if we had spent most of our time in Cork and Kerry, in fact, we spent most of our time in Ireland, our winters in Clare and in Galway. But had we wintered in the southwest of Ireland and really learned a lot of that Sliabh Luachra music, we'd be playing mostly polkas and slides. That is just some wonderful music down there. So we're happy to include it, but we are by no means the experts. Maybe next week we will have Armand and Ben again.
Oh, that's
we'll
fun.
maybe rerun their polka set. They're lovely players of that style. So yes, a great tribute to our new president and new vice president. How exciting. We are really, really delighted. The dawning of a new day. And on that note, we're going to try the andro that we have loved in the past, the Casabar. And then we're going to go into, I thought it would be good to get some new marches happening for this team in A minor. So we're going to try Boney crossing the Alps, or Napoleon crossing the Alps.
Rhine.
Napoleon crossing the Rhine. All the
Rhine,
same tune.
Alps, whatever.
And Boney crossing the Alps, Boney crossing the Rhine. Isn't it? It's all the same tune, I think. Yeah, let's go with it. Did I just do it? I think I just did something weird.
Did you just, you pasted it. It's just, you can scroll down. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, good. Here we go.
It's gone.
Okay.
Polka
How
Desk
exciting
Calls
that we have folks joining us from the cultist group in members of the Joyce Country cultist group. Your adult learners group are all tuned in. That's so wonderful. So Margaret, thank you for bringing the gang along, and you're all very welcome. And if there's a favorite that you would like to hear, please let us know. We'd love to send one out to you. Tim, welcome. I'm so glad you're joining us. And Elena, marches. So here we go. Dum dee dum. The first one is really an andro, but same feel. Here we go today.
B minor.
But it was a quick way to answer the question of, is that the right speed? Now, we are trying to keep things at a moderate pace for this session. And so sometimes we're really trying to keep things at a moderate pace, and they feel like they should go a little faster. But, any tune can work at any pace. And I do think that a march can be played at that pace. There is another version of that tune that I play that I learned from the box players from Frank Thornton, Frank Thornton, called Tom Ash's March. That is a version of that tune that is played a bit livelier, and it's got that sharp note in it. So, wee-hee, very fun. So, we're going to carry on now with some jigs, and we have some appreciators of your moniker there. Your Thai Irish flute moniker, but also it looks like, Jaden, you have a bit of Thai there. That's exciting. A lot of love and admiration for the great kingdom of Thailand. So that's exciting. Always happy to have Thai friends here. So when the cock crows at his day, contentment is wealth. And the Kerfunten, this is a very Breton kind of a day. Isn't Kerfunten is near Quimper in
Brittany?
In Brittany.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
I
think that's what we learned from this session. This is where we learn names of tunes and information about tunes from all of you. It's really very cool. So here we go. We're going to play a jig in G, and then another jig in E minor, and another jig in D. Okay. When the cock crows at his day, the dawning of a new era. Are we in tune with reality?
I mean, we were a minute ago.
Were we?
I'll check. I'm happy to check. I'm always happy to check. That's pretty good.
That's right. Pat knows a lot of marches because he started off with marching music. Oh, Swan Among the Rushes. That's a lovely one. Maybe we'll do that at the very end. Let's see how it goes. All right, so good questions there, folks. Yes, was the Kerfunten to be in G or in D? We did it in the more obscure D, which is the way that a lot of fiddle players like to play it because Martin Hayes recorded it that way, and it's lovely in D. And then we did the same tune, the Kerfunten, the Hammy Hamilton jig there, in G, the way that he wrote it, I think. And then at the end, I tacked on Swan Among the Rushes, which I think
someone asked for.
That Virginia requested. And so that was the great Ed Reevey composition, Swan Among the Rushes. That's a beautiful tune. So so glad to have our cultist friends joining us. So we'll do the London Lasses for you into maybe some tunes that this gang here has worked on over the last few months. On the virtual guided session Common Core session list, we have the Star of Munster and the Sunny Banks, which I attribute to John McKenna. What a great flute hero that is for me. And Grania was mentioning him on the Facebook page, maybe Saul as well. So we'll try the London Lasses for our pals there, our cultist pals, in G, and the Star of Munster in A minor, and the Sunny Banks in D. Yeah?
Yeah, and if your finger, it's true, if your finger's hovering over the like button, just let it fall
You're
right
such a
on
kid.
down there.
You're such a kid. Matt Heaton, you're
I'm a TikTok sensation.
Are you? Yeah, you were just going for the next
I'm
bop.
an influencer.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is a bop, actually.
God. Okay, I don't think I'm in tune anymore. Are you in tune with reality?
I never leave.
And Kirti, thank you for your time. Thanks for tuning in here with us. And Kieran, welcome in Dublin. So happy to have you folks with us. Okay, so not too fast. That's the goal. So we can just chill. Chill. That's the London Lasses, right? I think it is. I'm going to play it anyway. 1, 2. In G.
Oh, you said D. Okay.
In G. In
My
G.
bad, my
You
bad.
can look in the chat there. It says Reels, London Lasses in
All
G.
right.
Yeah. Okay. 1. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Matt Heaton. He's so great and he gets so many right chords. And you're wonderful.
Every once
and
in a
you
while.
can take a joke. Let's hear it for slagging. 1, 2. Ready? Lovely tunes there. And Nigel, some of your... Nonkai.
I knew I'd get a D in there.
No, I thought he was listening to an audiobook. I don't think we're going to get a drawing. Oh, yes. You've been requested to share a drawing with the gang if you feel it. You have 10 more minutes if you want to bang something out. Just if you feel like it. I know you might be in the middle of something. Just letting you know that you had a request. Maybe next week. Yeah. All right. So we're going to continue. I love flute fluencer. Flute fluencer should be a new hashtag. I like it very much. And speaking of flute fluencers and lovely flute forces out there, people sharing music on the YouTube left and right. You can check out Thai Irish Flute. You can check out her YouTube channel. She's got some lovely tunes up there. So, woohoo. We're going to now carry on with our offertory selection. And this is Zoom Twins. Remember this tune that I wrote, I shared with a bunch of you. And I did write it in the key of E major. And in the notes when I shared it with everybody, I said, you know, E major can be a bit of a bear with the keyless flutes and with the whistles. And so the tune works just as well in D. So I thought I would play it once for you, a couple times for you here in D as our offertory selection. So Zoom Twins in the key of D. And then we're going to go into a very special selection for you. This is a jig that is a newer composition written by our friend Dean Karras. And Dean met us in 2003 at the Kansas City Irish Festival, which was flooded. And it was his first time teaching a big Bowron workshop, and he was a bit nervous. And he says he remembers us tapping him on the shoulder and saying, hello, welcome, what's your name? And so years later, Dean sent us a tune that he wrote called A Tap on the Shoulder, which is just so kind. And so we're going to try that jig for you after the Zoom Twins. So this is our offertory selection. And so, folks, if you are still being paid to work and can chip in a little bit, we greatly appreciate it. And if you're not, it's okay. This is just for all of us, wherever we are, in every way. So we're very happy to have some music together. So we've got a PayPal button there, and then also here is the
story about that
Venmo option.
That festival, we arrived and it started raining, and then it never stopped, and the entire thing was washed out. We spent the entire weekend in the hotel.
But it was great. The festival went on
fun.
inside.
Yeah,
it was
a good
memorable.
time.
Yeah. So Zoom Twins. Here we go. Like that. A little faster. 1, 2. This is offertory, right? lovely tune written by Dean there. We just are really enjoying that tune. So thank you for sharing it. Thank you for writing it. And folks, thanks for tuning in. Sergio and Julie, it's so nice to see you folks tuning in here. And I'm glad to have the lively beer discussion as well. This is a group that enjoys Irish music, humor, and many of the finer things in life.
Yes.
And I really appreciate your company through all of this. So Zoom Twins was one of those tunes that I had written over the last year of us getting together. The Zoom Twins, of course, being when you log in to the Zoom room and maybe two of you share paintings by the same painter.
Or cats.
Similar cats walking from one frame into the next. Zoom Twins. So that was in my 22 tunes for troubled times that I shared with folks. Many of you downloaded it, and it is always still free for my VGS pals here, our VGS pals here. If you type in the code VGS friend, then you're not charged for the 22 tunes thing. So you can find that at Shannon Heaton Music at my site, shannonheatonmusic.com. So onward to, I think, some slides. Since we had talked about polkas, I think we had planned that we might do some slides. What are we doing? The Frieze Britches, the Friars Britches. Nice. Banjolina is a great name for Angelina Carberry, the great banjo player. So I don't know if she's recorded the Frieze Britches. I don't know. I don't associate her with playing a lot of slides, but we're going to do the Frieze Britches and the great star above the Garter, of course, Sta, as it is referred to affectionately. The Sta. All right. Same hat to a wedding or same dress to a wedding. Awkward. Yes, awkward. All right. Or the same breeches to the wedding. How embarrassing. Frieze Britches.
Yeah, shockingly, I got nothing on this one.
Hard to do slides too slow.
I mean,
you'd be dragging the ass out of them.
You might. That seems good.
One. Here we go, everyone. Quaker. Woo! Okay, I'm so glad that you think it's amazing going from tune to tune. I do love making changes. I think it's one of the most exciting things in playing the tunes. The tunes are great, and then the way you put them together can be really fun. And if that's not something that you always feel fluent with, I invite you to try, playing just maybe like the B part of a tune that you really love into just the A part a few times. So you practice doing that switch, 6 or 7 times around. B part into A part, B part into A part, B part into A part. And then you try the whole set. You'll have it. Yeah. Making the switches. It's very cool. Hello in China. Xie, thank you for joining us. I'm so excited to have everyone here. So we're going to carry on, I think, with hornpipes or jigs. I think we have time for...
Let's do the jigs.
Let's do the jigs. Yeah, okay, great. So this is it's a real flute kind of a day. We have flute players tuning in.
Every day is kind of a flute kind of a day around here.
John Dwyer wrote this next tune. It's called The Sunny Hills of Beara, which we learned of from you at this session here. I don't remember who first recommended it, unfortunately. I should write it down. I would remember better that way. So we'll try that one into maybe, it's been a while since we've done the Calliope House that Dave Richardson wrote. Yeah. And we're going to play it with the high part first. I know it's played different ways, but we're going to play it with the... We're going to do it with that second. Okay, so...
Wait, with that first or second?
That second. Just letting people know where we're going.
Oh, sorry.
Got it?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, if I confused you, I may have confused others. The first tune we play into. Yeah? All right. So here we go, folks. This is a lovely tune, too. right. Calliope House is in E as well.
Yeah.
That's right. In fact, I'm sure that's where he wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote it.
All right, so we're doing it in the colloquial D. But good. And I think that's a good idea, folks. Sunny Hills of Beara. Let's do that for the Name Your Tune selection. I will make a video for the next Name Your Tune selection. I will make a video and I will post it on this site. I'll break it down phrase by phrase and we'll play it again next week because I could really stand to learn it properly as well. Hadn't played that one in a while. So, Sunny Hills of Beara. So wonderful to have you tuning in. And Patty, I saw you joining us at the end. How wonderful. Another flute friend from days of yore. So we're really glad to have each and every one of you here today. Join us Saturdays for an hour of mid-tempo tunes. And to everyone who's joined, I hope I catch your language. I'm trying as people tune in from different places to make note of where you're from. So for Puan Mai, Khop Kun Naka, thank you very much to our new friend joining us today, Thai Irish Flute. And Jim, I don't think that you're tuning in today, but in case you catch this later, because I believe that the chat gets archived a little later, but pretty soon, immediately, this goes up as an archived stream. So I'm going to try this. Dino tenda zekuru. That's Shona. I don't know if you speak Shona, but I'm guessing. So there you go. Thank you. Gam un dat muito obrigado. Kustenem toda dioch terima kasih. Salamat, ahehe, spasiba, ta palat, eskarik asko, shukran, chwala vam, sheshe, efcharisto, muchas gracias, gramahagat, grazie, danke sehr, dziękuję, tusen tak, kamsahamnida, arigato gozaimasu, trugares, merci beaucoup, danke. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. We're going to end with the beautiful Jer the Rigger. And Caston, if anybody's tuning in from the family, this goes out to you. And hope that you have a very beautiful week. Yes, Matthew?
Well, I was going to say, Joe the Rigger, I assume, sounds like something to do with sailing, therefore sea shanty, therefore we're back to being on target with the TikTok craze.
There we go. That's right. Right. Yeah. In the very beginning, Sean had a great idea to try to jump on the TikTok bandwagon with our Irish stylings. So here you go.
Someone has pointed out that if too many actual sea shanties fans get on TikTok, all the kids are going to leave. But
okay, so thanks, folks. Have a great week. You. folks. Everything is getting better. We're going to get through this. And thanks for joining us for another wonderful virtual guided session. Bye.
Bye.